Hi everyone, myself Dr. Preeti N. Tallur, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Government Arts and Science College, Karwar. In this video, I am going to explain variable oxidation state of D block elements. So transition elements are also called as D block elements. The transition elements are defined as the elements which have partially filled D subcells in their elementary form or in their oxidation state. So in the periodic table you can see here the D block elements are shown with the yellow color. So we'll move to the group 11, that is copper, silver and gold. They are the coinage metals. So in their elementary form the D orbital is completely filled. So copper 3d10, for the silver 4d10, for the gold 5d10. But in the oxidation state, that is Cu plus 2, it is a 3d9, and the Ag plus 2, it is a 4d9, and for the gold Au plus 3, 5d8. So they are in the elementary form, the d orbital is completely filled, but in their oxidation state the d orbital is partially filled. So they are the transition elements. So when you move to the group 12, so zinc, cadmium and mercury, they are the in the elementary form the d orbital is completely filled, as well as in the oxidation state also the d orbital is completely filled. So they are the not transition elements, but they are placed in the transition elements because their properties are, especially the chemical properties, are similar to the transition elements, and they are called as pseudo transition elements. We'll move to the next slide. While discussing the chemistry of transition elements, it is more convenient to use the term oxidation state instead of valency. The transition elements show a large number of oxidation states. With the exception of few elements, most of the transition elements show variable oxidation state. The difference in the oxidation state is due to the participation of Ns as well as N-1d electrons in the bond formation. These Ns and N-d orbitals have almost equal energy. So we have two oxidation states, that we said lower oxidation state and the higher oxidation state. The lower oxidation state is due to the involvement of Ns electrons in the bond formation, or we can also say that the loss of Ns electrons. And the higher oxidation state is due to the involvement of both Ns electron as well as unpaired d electrons in the bond formation. So we'll take the example scandium. In scandium, the plus 2 is the lower oxidation state. So plus 2 oxidation state is equal to the loss of 2,4s electrons, or involvement of 2,4s electron in the bond formation. Then plus 3, it is due to the involvement of 2,4s electron and 1d electrons in the bond formation. The same thing we can explain for the titanium and the vanadium and for the chromium. In chromium, plus 1 oxidation state, that is due to the involvement of 4s electrons in the bond formation. So for the manganese, the highest oxidation state is plus 7. So plus 7 is due to the participation of 2,4s and 5d electrons in the bond formation. So we can see that from the scandium to manganese, the oxidation number increases. So Mn has the highest oxidation number, plus 7. So this I already explained. Then will come that 3D series. The most of the 3D series elements exhibit the minimum oxidation state of plus 2, except chromium and the copper, they exhibit plus 1 oxidation state. So in the first 5 elements, that is scandium to manganese, the oxidation state increases due to the unpaired 3d electron. So in the arrow mark I have shown the oxidation state increases, and the electronic configuration of the scandium, if you see the electronic configuration of scandium, there is a 1 electron in the 3 orbital which is involved in the bond formation. So same for the manganese, there are 5 unpaired electrons in the d orbital which take part in the bond formation. So I'll take the manganese. So how to calculate the oxidation number? So I want to calculate the oxidation number of manganese. So take, that is, in case of MnO4 minus, take the oxidation state of manganese as X. So you have to calculate the oxidation number of manganese. So take it as a X. Then 4 oxygen, you have to multiply 4 with the -2. -2 is the oxidation number of oxygen, is equal to -1. So now it is X plus 4 into the bracket of -2 is equal to -1. So -1 is because MnO4, it carries -1 charge, so we have taken it is -1. So when you calculated X, it become +7. So same thing for the MnO4 2 minus, so the oxidation number become +6, and in case of MnO2 3, the oxidation number +3. To the scandium to magnesium, I explained about the oxidation number. Now from the Fe to the zinc, so when you see the oxidation number of iron, so is it +6, so the oxidation number decreases. So why there is a decrease? The oxidation number of manganese is +7, but in case of iron it is a +6. So simple logic, if you take scandium 2 plus 1 3, so when you come to the manganese 4s2 plus 3d5, when you add 2 plus 5 it becomes 7. But in case of Fe, if you add 2 plus 6, it had to be 8, but in the Fe it's become +6. Why the oxidation number of the Fe is +6? So I'll explain in the next slide. In case of iron, so the 3d orbital, when you write the electronic configuration for the 3d orbital, the 3dx, that is dxy orbital, is completely filled. Only 4 unpaired electrons available for the bond formation. So these 4 unpaired electrons combine with the 2,4s electron and give the oxidation state of +6. So for the iron, the highest oxidation state is +6, but it is very rare. So we'll calculate the oxidation number of Fe in case of FeO4 2 minus. So when you calculated the oxidation number for Fe, it's become +6. So we have taken the FeSO4 and the FeCl3. In case of FeSO4, the oxidation number of Fe is +2. In case of ferric chloride, the oxidation number of Fe is +3. So in the last 5 elements, that is from Fe to zinc, the number of 3d electrons exceeds 5. Thus pairing occurs. Due to this, number of unpaired 3d electrons in the participation of bonding decreases. So you can see here the arrow mark shows the downward mark. That means in case of Mn, the highest oxidation number is there because of availability of 5d electrons for the bond formation. But in case of Fe, the oxidation number decreases because of the pairing of the d orbital starts. So when you come to the zinc, the d orbital is completely formed. So the d orbital is completely filled. So the oxidation number of zinc is +2. That +2 is only the involvement of 2,4s electron. So thus the oxidation state elements form a regular pyramid. So we give the one conclusion: as the atomic number increases, the oxidation state also increases. That oxidation number also increases. It reaches the middle, and the middle it is a maximum. After that, it starts decreasing due to the pairing of the d orbitals. So some points you have to remember. The lower oxidation state of an element is sufficiently ionic. The ionic nature decreases as the oxidation state become high and high. Higher oxidation states are covalent. When an element has the lower oxidation state, it acts as a reducing agent, while in the higher oxidation state, it acts as a oxidizing agent. So some questions are there. So try to solve the questions.